Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for another video. This is a little bit of a different video. This is a look at my Star Wars The Force Awakens merchandise and my toys that I picked up, you know, around about when the film came out and over the last, year or two. So what we'll do, we'll get straight into it and I'll show you what I've got. I'm still picking things up as I go, various bits and pieces every now and again. So there's all sorts of little weird little knickknacks and collectibles. So let's start off with something very unusual, and it is glasses. So now these were 3D glasses that came out to accompany the film. So as you can see on the back there, it's got the real D, and this one's the Stormtrooper. I think there was maybe four that they brought out. There's a Stormtrooper, there was a BB-8, a Kylo Ren. Here's the Kylo Ren one. So they're pretty neat. The only problem with these is, as you can see, the glass isn't that big, so I know it doesn't really fit very well over the top of normal glasses, but normal 3D glasses are okay. Now if I take this off and I can see a thing, that's alright, fits perfectly. The only trouble is can't see a fucking thing. So anyway, so yeah, I've just got these as a collectible. I didn't actually use them in the film. Well, I've also got some clip-ons as well, some clip-on 3D glasses, which are quite handy. And also I've got another Stormtrooper one. I didn't get the Captain Phasma and I didn't get the BB-8. You only pick up one pair every time you go to the cinema. Now, although I saw it quite a few times at the cinema, you'd have to go 4 times, but I think they sold out of the BB-8 ones, so that was a no-go. But anyway, next thing I got is, as you can see, there's a running theme here. It's a BB-8 keyring. And you press him in his stomach there and you can see flashes and all sorts of stuff. It doesn't make any noise, but it's kind of novel. I liked it because of the look of it. It looks good quality. And also at View Cinemas, they did straws. So there's your little BB-8 straw to go in the drink. I did use it, of course. Yeah, so that's a couple of the little knickknacks. Next we move on to some of the ships, and these are exclusives to the Disney store. So there's the first one, which is Poe's X-Wing fighter. As you can see, is the black and the orange, so that's really nice. Quite big they are as well. Now these were, I think, probably about £20, £25 when they came out. Most of them have sold out on the Disney store, but I think you can pick them up now for about £10. Also, and then we have the regular X-Wing. And also is the First Order TIE Fighter. Now they did do another one of these. I think it was the First Order. I think it was the First Order Commander TIE Fighter or something like that. And the only difference is that I think it had a red stripe on it. But that one was quite popular. That sold out quite quickly. So, but I'm happy I got that one. Next is a couple of novelty mugs. So we've got a BB-8 mug there. These were widely available most places, and also available in things like card shops as well, you know, where you get your greetings cards. And the same with this one as well. This is a Kylo Ren character mug. Quite a long box, that one. Okay, next up is probably the biggest item, which is a huge electronic BB-8. He's got 17 plus sound effects as well. Although I've taken the batteries out because I didn't want it leaking and spoiling it inside, but you can get an idea on the back there. And these are Disney Store exclusives, so it's quite a heavy one as well. And staying with the exclusive Disney Store, then we go on to the Elite series. Now, there was an option of, should I go for the Elite series, should I go with the Black series? I decided to go with the Elite series because I liked the look of them and I like the packaging as well. So the first one up is Poe Dameron. You get a nice quality box there as well with a nice red stripe. And these were usually about $19.95. Most of the Elite series of the Force Awakens have actually gone. They've all sold out, but you can still pick up a couple here and there. And the Rogue One ones as well, they've come down dramatically in price. Some of them you can pick up for £5. And then we have Kylo Ren unmasked as Ben. And then we have again Kylo Ren. Now, when this was one of the first ones that came out before the film was released, and the Kylo Ren as Ben obviously came out after the film, because otherwise that would be just revealing too much, wouldn't it? And then the next one is Captain Phasma. That's a good one. The first, as far as we are aware, female stormtrooper. I was a little bit disappointed with the amount of screen time that Phasma had. It was built up, you know, weeks and months before the release of the film. It was built up to be this massive, gonna equal Boba Fett type thing, but I think she must have had a screen time of about 2.5-3 minutes in the whole film. So I'm really hoping that in The Last Jedi she's going to have a much bigger role. And then next one we have is the Stormtrooper. And next one is the Flame Trooper. Now, I don't know if this happened, I don't know if you can see his gun there, it looks a bit skew-if. I don't ever remember it being that bent when I actually bought it, and I've had a good look at it and I can't see any break or anything like that. Maybe it just bent in the fucking heat that we had. But yeah, I like that one. And then good old Finn. I think they did another one of these. I think they did a Finn as Stormtrooper, so I might have to track some of the other ones down. Oh, okay, that's getting in the way there, isn't it? I'll move some of these in a minute, otherwise it's going to come tumbling down. And then the last one of my Elite series is Rey and BB-8, played by the gorgeous Daisy Ridley. Look at that. That's fantastic. And I think they did another one of these as well, like an alternative one. So yeah, that's those. Okay, next up we have a series of exclusive mugs that were from the Disney Store. So the first one, we've got a Kylo Ren. So that's a nice one. I like that image there. And then you have a gorgeous Force Awakens one. Look at that. Complete wraparound. I like that. That's really nice. Yep, haven't drunk out of any of them. don't want to stain them, do we? Okay, and then of course, as unveiled last week or the week before, is my Force Awakens big sleeve edition. If you're not sure what that is, go and have a look on the video. It's just a series of LP size Blu-rays, but they are very nice, beautiful slips, and they come with all like art cards and things like that. And my 2 Blu-rays that I've kept is the collector's edition with a nice lenticular sleeve in there, and this is a really nice one. This was like the collector's set that came out after the main set, after the main one, because it didn't have the 3D edition on first release. So inside we got a nice picture there, and on the back and inside, Han and Chewie, and you get all the discs there, including the bonus. I think this is the edition that most people actually went for. Yeah, that's a really nice one, and comes with a nice cover. This is one of the slips I won't throw out because it makes it beautiful. And then I like the gold embossing as well. That's really nice. And also, everybody knows how I feel about the Rogue One steelbook, but I also wasn't that hot on the Force Awakens steelbook from Zavvi. I believe it had the pictures down the side, and I don't think it had a title on the front either. So anyway, I opted to go for, I think this was the Best Buy one, either Best Buy or Target or something like that. So there, Kylo on there, nice debossed title, Phasma on the back, nice title there. And the discs. So yeah, I opted to go for this one, even though I've got the main 3D one. I kind of like wanted the steelbook to go alongside the other steelbooks that I've got. So that's that. Then we've got Kylo Ren's lightsaber, which is a really nice one. It's not one of these high class expensive ones that you can pick up for about £200, but it's just a neat little addition, neat little toy. Okay, now we're on to a series of magazines that came out from Empire magazine. There were 6 editions, but I had to collect all of them. Are you mad? 6 of the same magazine? But huge lenticular images on them. I mean, these lenticulars are amazing. They are really good. I mean, you can't get a good look at it through the camera here, but there is a lot of depth in these. They are really good, high quality ones. So that's number 1. And then cover 2 is the Phasma. You can get a bit more of a depth on that one. And these were, I think these were like £5 each, so it's 30 quid, £30 for literally one magazine, but just with 6 different covers. And then we have cover number 3, Finn, and that's got a good effect on the lightsaber there. That's a really nice one. Cover number 4 is Poe. I don't think they did this. I don't think they did this with Rogue One, but maybe they'll do it with The Last Jedi, because we need a Luke and a Leia cover, really. And then cover 5. Good old Kylo Ren. And then the final cover, save the best till last. Han and Chewie. Look at that, that's brilliant. Now whoever thought back in the 90s that we would ever get to see Han Solo and Chewbacca, let alone on a magazine, but on screen together again. Would never have imagined it. But there we go, that's a great one. And as the Empire magazines, when they came out, there was a very limited number of collectible ones, and I am talking collector up there. You know how much trouble I had trying to get my Rogue One big sleeve edition? Well, think triple that. This was Empire magazine, but it was exclusive to Sainsbury's, and it came with a Kylo Ren figure. As you can see, it's made to look like the Kenner or Palatoy figures, you know, the backing sleeves, and this sold like gold dust. I mean, this was £12 in the shop, and it's the only place that you could have bought this was in Sainsbury's, and people were just going to every Sainsbury's that they could find. I mean, I must have gone to about 12 or 13 Sainsbury's over like a 30-40 mile radius to try and get this, and guess what? I didn't find one. These ended up being sold on eBay, and unfortunately I had to do it. I had to go down that road. Luckily enough though, I got it from a buyer that was selling it for £50. I know, £50 is a hell of a lot of money for a magazine, but within 2 or 3 weeks they were selling for £100 upwards, so I just had to get it. I don't know how much they're going for now. We'll probably pick one up for about £3. No, my fucking luck. But yeah, I love that magazine. It's great. It's such a great collectible. So who knows if Empire magazine are going to do anything like that with The Last Jedi, but we can keep our fingers crossed. And we're in the back bedroom now, the home movie theatre. So just want to show you the couple of bits that I've got in here. I did include these in one of my videos, but that's a beautiful canvas, a really nice canvas that I picked up from a store. And then if you go over here and down, and then we have a light up BB-8, and we have a series of 18-inch Jakks Pacific figures. So we've got Kylo there, and a couple of others in between there, Luke and all the stormtroopers. Maul, gotta have Maul. There's a stormtrooper there at the back, and Captain Phasma. It's a shame they did it in grey. Would have been really good if they'd actually did it in actual silver, like metallic silver. But apparently they screwed up on the C-3PO figure as well and did it in sort of like a crappy type goldy type thing, like pretty similar to this, the handset. But yeah, that would have been nice, a C-3PO in a high gloss gold one. Pretty much the same as my little Oscar here. Yay! And then up there we've got Rey and Finn as well, and stuck in the middle there is Poe, amongst all the other goodies. Plus also up here we have the Rey canvas as well. And if I just flip the camera around, I'll show you the last piece. If I just pan down, is a t-shirt I picked up off Facebook, and there's a take on Finding Nemo. It says Finding Luke, so that's very nice. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed my little tour around my Force Awakens toys and merchandise. Hope to do it again, maybe with The Last Jedi. I'll show you bits and pieces that I'm gonna pick up, you know, along the road. I know in September we've got Force Friday coming up, so I'm hoping to go out on a midnight crawl on that one. Hit Toys R Us or things like that, or the Disney store or something like that, and see if we can pick up some stuff while we're there. I really wanted to go into London to the Disney store up there, when Force Awakens came out, both John Boyega and Daisy Ridley were actually there, meeting people, chatting, signing autographs. I don't know if it'll happen again, but the only thing with going into London is like transport and getting out of London. You know, the trains stop at certain times, but yeah, I'll certainly be going out locally and seeing what I can pick up and seeing what I can hit. So if you like this video, give it a lightsaber up or a thumbs up or whatever you want to call it. Don't forget to subscribe for all the future videos and things like that. If you picked up any Force Awakens toys or Rogue One toys, collectibles, things like that, post pictures if you can, down below in the comment section. I don't know if you can post pictures. Can you post pictures? Probably not. You can probably only comment, but leave comments. Let me know what you've got, what you've picked up. It'd be nice to know what else other people went for. And I know the Force is with everybody, especially as The Last Jedi is coming up. One worry that I do have though is the recent sackings of the directors for the Han Solo movie. And that they've brought an acting coach in for Alden Ehrenreich, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's still on a lot of people's mind that Han Solo is Harrison Ford. How the hell can you make a young Han Solo movie? Well, Alden looks very Han-ish in his setup image. Although my top choice, I would have gone, I don't know why they didn't, I would have gone for Anthony Gruber. If you've seen his video mimicking Han Solo, and even his look, he is a young Han Solo. People would have accepted it more, people would have had more heart in it and hope that this film was going to turn out okay. You never know, it might turn out to be an absolute bloody classic. One thing that was on my mind is that maybe they'll do part CGI. You know, they'll use Alden for maybe facial mannerisms and his body, his structure and all that, and they'll just CGI his face like they did with Peter Cushing for the entire movie and have a young Han Solo. It's possible. It's a lot of work, but it's possible. But don't forget, one of the greatest films of all time, Back to the Future, Eric Stoltz was Marty McFly. So things happen, you never know. My hope is that either the film turns out to be brilliant, or at least if they decide to get rid of Alden, if it doesn't work, fucking get hold of Anthony and Gruber for God's sake. But yeah, well, thanks for clicking on the video. As I say, give it a thumbs lightsaber up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we know the Force is with everybody. So until the next video, see you all well. God, that was shit, wasn't it? Bye.